Hickory dickory dock, the mouse ran up the clock. That's a rhyme, the mouse ran down. Hickory dickory dock,
As Bitcoin tested its last significant resistance before all-time highs yesterday, has Bitcoin's rally to $90,000 and beyond just begun? While Ethereum looks on the verge of a breakout, this analyst expects a catalyst to drive it to $30,000 is coming. And third highest market cap Cardano also signals a breakout to this level at any moment. And with Shiba falling nearly 30% from highs today, is Shiba the next Dogecoin? Who cares? Good back, everyone. I'm your host, Tommy TikTok, and my favorite thing to do is get financial advice from 10-year-olds on TikTok that don't understand what a market cap is and still wear training diapers. Absolutely very big. With altcoins looking to begin Puptober potentially towards the middle of this month, there's a lot of positive news to cover. But I want to start off this video with a joke. How many Dogecoiners and Shiba coiners does it take to change a light bulb? 0, because babies can't change light bulbs. So if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to hit that like, subscribe, turn on these absolute time-sensitive alerts. As well, if you're interested in any bonuses, make sure to check out the pinned comment below. And as well, if you're interested in earning rewards with your ADA, make sure to check out our pool with the least amount of fees that I've seen on YouTube. And without any further ado, let's dump on it. Absolutely bigger than big. So after Bitcoin breached its high set back in September, so last month, yesterday, Bitcoin is now on a very bullish trajectory, and as I talked about in yesterday's video, I wouldn't actually be surprised if we even got a pullback slightly below 50K over the next 1 to 2 weeks, even down to about $48,000 per Bitcoin to ultimately retest that and absolutely blast off to that 6-digit figure before the end of 2021. And so Bitcoin's rally to $90,000 and beyond has begun. And this analyst actually points out to a lot of Elliott wave theory here. And the bottom line being, after China's latest crackdown, it will have no long-term effect on Bitcoin, just like it has not had a long-term effect on Bitcoin over the last 10 years. And again, we talked about some other potential factors a lot towards the middle of yesterday's video. Still very much the case, but I think Bitcoin is starting to develop a mind of its own. People laugh at the idea of decoupling, but that ultimately is the goal, and we're living through perhaps the beginning stages of it. That doesn't mean we're going to be decoupling by next week, but this is something we have to keep an eye on. So before we actually continue, I want to actually jump into Ethereum here, which absolutely just looks so ready to bust out of this range. This $3,400 to $3,600 range has been held down for so long for Ethereum. It was an initial resistance, pretty much just massive resistance over the past 5 months. Every time it comes into contact with this range, Ethereum has had a hard time breaking above it. It was only able to do it twice, both for a very short amount of time, after which it immediately kind of fell right below that. And you see it again. After it got rejected, got rejected here again, and now we're testing that again, that same range. So Ethereum looks absolutely coiled up here. I would not be surprised to see Ethereum start breaking out and shattering its all-time high of about 4,300 this month, okay? Maybe a little towards more of the middle of this month, so not necessarily immediately, but yeah, this is a pattern I see shaping up. And another analyst expecting Ethereum's price to explode to $30,000 amidst network adoption. So we're talking about technicals with this, but this is more based on absolute massive network adoption, mainly the merge, right? The massive merge everyone's expecting. So they're expecting the Ethereum price to explode with the rise of on-chain activity and increasing network adoption as it gets closer and closer to its key upgrade, the merge. Basically ETH 2.0. And so this is pretty big. Justin Bennett here posting his analysis, just like a long upward trending channel here with Ethereum potentially peaking out around $30,000, which would be absolutely insane. Again, if that did happen, it would be there most likely for actual minutes of this bull cycle, and then would probably begin a pretty big retracement, aka a blow off top like we see at the end of a lot of cycles. So it's not like you would have a couple of days to trade at 30,000. It most likely would top out there very quickly if it even got that close. Again, my personal price prediction for Ethereum is still within the $10,000 to $15,000 range. But I kind of want to just see more how this cycle shapes up, because it could actually go a little higher. It could go lower. It really just depends on how Bitcoin really performs this month, and especially the first 2 months, the first 2 weeks of next month. So there's a lot yet to be determined here, but 5-digit Ethereum, I don't think is out of the question at all. It would just basically be a doubling of what Ethereum's all-time high of this year so far is. So Ethereum doubling from its current all-time high is not really that crazy of a prediction. And as well, with Cardano, something very big here. We have the 50-day moving average right around 250, which is a pretty big level. It held $2 just about 3 weeks ago as the whole market was getting dumpy here. You can see this very concrete kind of bottom right here. But yeah, breaching the 50-day moving average and 250, Cardano has a nice shot to go back to around 290. But also what's very big about breaching this level is if we do breach it, that will, once again, breach the high set back in May. As ADA is actually one of the only top coins that has set a new all-time high after May. Bitcoin has not set a new all-time high since a couple of months ago, and Ethereum has not set a new all-time high. ADA did. ADA set a new all-time high last month. And so with the 50-day SMA and that $2.50 level, it's very big for ADA here. And as well, Bank of America announcing cryptocurrency research department. We talked about BOFA yesterday, their global research team. Basically here saying that if you look at the number of companies that mention crypto in their calls when their portfolio results are debated, that volume has increased nearly 1,000% from last year to the most recent quarter. Okay, so people are interested in crypto, and some of these banks are understanding they can make money by offering services, whether they like it or not. They clearly don't like it. Okay, they have not wanted to do this for years. In 2017, basically every bank was coming out and saying crypto's a scam, but now they don't really have as much of a choice now because everyone's interested in it, right? Simple supply and demand. If the demand is there, then they will supply us with the goods. But key, it's not just Bitcoin anymore, it's digital assets, and it's creating a whole ecosystem of new businesses, new opportunities, and new apps. So very big here. And I did just want to mention this because this is something that comes up every few months. Tether FUD is something that has been in crypto since the day I joined crypto about 5 years ago, and really nothing has come out of it, but just some more interesting news we might want to keep on top of. Basically that the Twitter, their CEO has deleted their Twitter account, and social media is abuzz of imminent DOJ SEC action. Again, I wouldn't be super fearful of this considering there's a new Tether FUD story every other month. But it is something worth noting, and one comment did catch my eye. It's arguably worse than the two bad news we had recently of China and the debt ceiling. And you hate to hear this, but USDT holds the crypto market together. Market makers pretty much exclusively deal in Tether. Alameda, Cumberland, and others that provide some 90% of the liquidity deal in USDT. So again, this is something people have been talking about for years. It's not really anything insanely new other than the CEO deleting their Twitter account. But what do you believe? Do you think that Tether is a ticking time bomb, or do you think it's a big bunch of baloney? And so if we jump into the charts here as well, the entire altcoin market cap is so close to breaching all-time highs here. We take a look at the entire crypto market cap. It is actually just about a couple of percent away from breaching the highs set last month, and then only a few more after that of breaching the highs set, or the all-time highs. Okay, so crypto, again, it's very much ready, and if we start exploding over the next 2 weeks, which I expect for crypto, if we start doing that, then, don't be surprised. But as well, with that being said, the SPX actually had a very nice move up today, as Bitcoin is having a move down. Remember, yesterday Bitcoin's going up, and the SPX was not looking good until the very last few minutes, where it did pump. It was actually red until the last few minutes there. But yeah, what are we seeing here? So very interesting. Bitcoin, again, this is our last big resistance before, I believe, all-time highs, right in this range. It is a pretty beefed up range, between like 56 to 59,000, so that's pretty big. But with that being said, breaching 59 and 60,000, I think we're going to shoot way past the all-time highs of 65 and really just kick off this bull run. What do you believe? When we break all-time highs, what do you think is more likely? Maybe a small pump, or, personally what I think is that we've been held down for 5 months. When we do breach all-time highs, I think we'll see 70,000 extremely quickly, potentially 75, even 80,000 extremely quickly. I'm talking within a week of breaking the all-time highs. So if you guys are new channel, make sure to like, subscribe, turn this misses absolute time-sensitive alerts. As well, if you're interested in any bonuses, make sure to check out the pinned comment below. And if you're interested in earning rewards with the ADA, make sure to stake with our pool. Only a 2% margin, meaning that's better. That's not the reward. Average APY is around 5%. And yeah, the pool's biggest active stake will be going into effect in a few hours. So very good. Without any further ado, that's it for me.